that was pretty cool. Just wandering around and stumble across that. Some baby bears playing. Little teeny things. It's a horrible glare. Yeah, that was cool. That was fun. I don't know where the mama bear is, but she's around. She's probably watching me as we speak. When you think you're alone, dun dun. I don't know where those little guys tore off to. I'm not gonna chase them around. I don't want them to like run too far off from where they're supposed to be. But they didn't go up any trees, it didn't look like. Sometimes they'll rocket up trees, even the little guys will. Man, that was fun. Ooh, time to get out of here before mama gets annoyed or they get pushed away further than they're supposed to be. She's probably up ahead of them. And they were following her. The cutest little things ever. But we'll get out of here before we piss everybody off. Don't want to piss off too much nature. Man, I'd really like to see the mommy. One, for the how cool it would be. And two, for the assurance that they have one. A lot of things can happen for a baby bear. They can't even live on their own until they're like 2. And those were born this winter. Those little babies. And if they, if their mother got hit by a car or something, then they'd be all alone, little twins. But I will say, that's kind of why I want to know, because we have a local guy, his name's Ben Killam. You can look him up. And he does bear cub rehabilitation and saves bear cubs from mothers who have been killed or hit or hunted. Because like I said, by the time hunting season comes around, you can shoot their mother and they'll die. And that's fucked. Sorry, but it is. And I know that you can't tell the difference, but between a male and a female, just by looking at them, really, with certainty. But that's my honest opinion. That's fucked up. And I don't partake in it. So that's why I haven't shot a bear in a long time. The one I did shoot was a male, but it's not worth the risk to me to kill innocent baby animals. But yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to see if the mother was around, because if she wasn't, I'd contact him, give him this location, and he'd come up here and he would trap those guys and they'd get to live on his reservation and be taught how to be bears and taught how to hibernate, and then they get tagged and released into the wild when they're old enough to live on their own. But I'm sure she's around. I'm sure she's watching me right now in a furious rage. Well, that's over and out, guys. Hey guys, I'm gonna use this. Is my screen dirty? Is that what's going on here? I'm gonna use this moment for a little bit of a side note, because my good friend Skyforger Pack was on his channel and someone was really irritable and giving him an attitude over using an e-collar. But I'd like to point out the example here of the security blanket that an e-collar provides. I don't have any dogs with me right now, but let's say I did, right? Maybe a higher drive dog, maybe a high prey drive dog, and they wanted to go after those bears. Likely, for one, If I had dogs with me, they would have found those baby bears before I did. They kind of wander around and go ahead of me and sniff around. They would have found them before me. So it's almost like it's a security blanket. There's a big difference between having recall on a dog when nothing's happening and having recall on a dog when everything's happening. And I'm not saying it can't be done without an e-collar, but I am saying that it's nice to be able to just have that emergency hit. You don't even need to use it like regularly. They just need to be aware of it, educated on it, and then when I see Apollo, if he was chasing a baby bear, I'd be devastated if he got a hold of a baby bear and killed it, or wounded it to the point where it would die, or wounded it at all, really. I'd be devastated. So that would be horrible. And two, there's a mummy bear out there somewhere. And Apollo might be big, but he's not going to really be able to hold his own against a 250-pound angry mother bear. So it's good to have it. It's just like a side note. I don't have like an example. I don't have nothing happened where I did that, but when I was driving away, it just made me think of that argument he was having about the liability of it. And it's like, it's just the ability to be able to have a connection with your dog without actually having connection to your dog, if that makes sense. So that'll be all.